I think he left on his own. He's not the kind of person that would have ghosted everyone in his life.
Today on the Morning Edition, where is Tony? Updates on the investigation into a missing Eagle River man have been quiet, but friends and family haven't been. The reward that's now being offered for more information in the case. Plus, 2 bear attacks within 1 week within the municipality of Anchorage. We'll tell you where someone was attacked over the weekend and the warning from fishing game officials. And later, a new ancient shark species discovered in Kentucky, of all places. What researchers are saying about this new discovery as the Morning Edition starts now. Good Monday morning, everyone. We hope you had a great weekend. Sharks in Kentucky, Aaron.
Yeah, and leading up to Shark Week, which I think starts this week or
Perfect
maybe
timing.
later this week. Yeah. Certainly one of the best times of the summer to if you love watching those programs as they come on. We are waking up this morning. Some more sunshine to be expected across South Central. We saw a gorgeous weekend. Now Saturday, the clouds took some time to clear out, but yesterday was phenomenal in terms of that sunshine. And we'll see that extension of those sunny conditions today with another potential that we'll see those temperatures warming back into the 70s and largely going to stay on the dry side. 54 degrees is where we're currently sitting at, with winds for the most part remaining fairly light as we start off your Monday morning. And you see temperatures across South Central for many areas sitting in the 40s and the 50s. We've got a few high-level clouds with us, and for the most part today is going to be mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies across South Central with an increase in that cloud coverage later this evening, overnight into tomorrow, as we will be watching some additional showers beginning to push back through South Central through at least the middle of the week. But today, largely going to be on the dry side with that sunshine. Notice into our Tuesday, clouds thicken up. We could see some shower potential. Wednesday will bring that better shot for some showers. And of course, those overcast skies before we see a gradual return, a very slow but gradual return to some sunshine by the close of this week. But we are waking up this morning. Quiet conditions. Now, as you head north into parts of the northern Susitna Valley, you may see some sprinkle activity this morning. That coming from that band of some showers that's primarily pushing through the interior, but will clip northern parts of the Susitna Valley. We do have an area of low pressure well to our south. This was a system that brought us that widespread rain Friday. That continues to exit. And notice we've got those rain showers that continue to build into the interior. It's going to be a wet start to the week for Fairbanks and surrounding locations. But making another run into the 70s today across South Central, but rain is set to return in the days ahead. I'll have more on that 7-day forecast coming up.
The NTSB is working to learn what caused a plane crash that killed a fish and game wildlife biologist Friday in Dillingham. According to the NTSB, pilot John Landseedel died when the plane crashed during takeoff. The NTSB says the very early stages of the investigation are leaning toward the engine possibly losing power. Those investigating have been interviewing people who saw it happen.
This airplane was on departure after doing a couple of touch and goes, but this was on departure. What they're consistently reporting is there may have been a loss of engine power and then a loss of control after that. And that's what we know at this point right now.
Johnson says investigators are not ruling anything out yet. They are still looking at things like pilots' training, environmental factors, and any mechanical issues. A preliminary report is expected to be released within the next 10 days. A warning in Eagle River this morning after a person was mauled by a bear on a popular hiking trail. Park rangers say a brown bear attacked the person along the Barbara Falls Trail around 10 a.m. on Saturday. Rangers closed a portion of the trail where the incident took place. The person who was attacked was walking their dog off leash near the water when the attack happened. A park ranger with the Chugach State Park says the person is doing okay and they haven't received any report of an injured dog. The rangers say because the bear had cubs, it was likely defensive and will not be euthanized. If you are hiking anywhere nearby, park rangers say to stay alert, carry bear deterrent, and keep pets leashed. It's been nearly 5 months since missing Eagle River man Tony Kronos was last seen. Friends are now offering a $15,000 reward for information that leads to a conviction in his disappearance. Lauren Maxwell reports.
On a rainy afternoon, the driveway of Tony Kronos' Eagle River home is still empty. It's been nearly 5 months since the 40-year-old bodybuilder went missing. During that time, his friend Asa Chandler says they've received almost no information on the case.
So you haven't received any tips that you know of?
Zero.
Zero.
Zero tips.
Why do you think that is?
Whoever did this did a good job, would be my guess.
Family members who went to check on Kronos in early March say they found his back door kicked in and his cell phone and wallet inside. Over the following days, police and FBI agents also searched a neighbor's home. An Anchorage police officer, who other neighbors say was not on good terms with Kronos. Authorities haven't said why they searched Officer Chris Sternhagen's home or what they may have found. In an emailed statement, police said the case was still active, but there were no new updates. We've received tips on the dedicated line, it said, but none of them have yielded any information that could help with the case. It went on to say Officer Sternhagen was still employed by APD. Chandler calls the situation frustrating. He doesn't think his friend is simply missing. He believes Kronos was murdered.
I can't imagine he's a prisoner somewhere. I definitely don't think he left on his own. He's not the kind of person that would have ghosted everyone in his life.
He's hoping a reward might generate new leads because right now, he says,
We're all just in the dark wondering what happened to Tony.
it doesn't feel like they've gotten very far. Lauren Maxwell, Alaska's news source.
Both the FBI and APD have a tip line for information about Tony Kronos. You can find that information on our website. The Anchorage Police Department is stepping up patrols, but you'll have to look up to see them. APD says it has 11 officers who are certified drone pilots. They are now equipped with both indoor and outdoor drones. This is video the police department released to show how it works. The department says the drones can help give officers critical information from a safer distance. APD says drones have been used by the department before, like recently when officers were looking for suspects in the woods, and another time when officers were able to get real-time details on a person who was barricaded. The state of Alaska defending itself in court in regard to predator control in southwest Alaska, which the state says is to boost caribou numbers. The state appeared in front of Superior Court Judge Christina Rankin Friday for an evidentiary hearing in relation to the Malchatna caribou herd predator control program. The state was previously found to be in violation of due process and the Alaska Constitution, which demands sustainable management of wildlife. The state ignored a court order issued by Judge Rankin to cease the program, resulting in 11 bears that were killed in violation of the law. The state asked for this hearing as its legal right, looking to prove that Rankin's order was issued in error. The Alaska Wildlife Alliance originally sued the state to stop the bear killing program and are involved in the current litigation.
Today's evidentiary hearing, was focused tightly on whether or not the state could provide evidence that would allow the court to unring the bell that the court's already rung.
Now, we did reach out to the state, which declined to comment on the matter. For more information on the issues surrounding the Malchatna caribou herd, visit our website or mobile app. The U.S. Coast Guard responded to a Chinese research vessel about 300 miles north of Utqiagvik over the weekend. Here's some photos of that ship. The Coast Guard says the Chinese ship was detected nearly 150 miles inside the U.S. extended continental shelf boundary, and that the U.S. has exclusive rights to conserve and manage the living and non-living resources in that area. According to the Coast Guard, the icebreaker is operated by the Polar Research Institute of China. A Coast Guard plane responded to the ship. We've reached out to the Coast Guard for more information, but did not immediately hear back. But the journey continues for Alaskan cycling star Kristen Faulkner in the 2025 Tour de France Femmes. Just barely, though. She finished the first leg of the 9-stage race Saturday in decent shape, but on Sunday, dead last. In fact, she only barely avoided getting eliminated from the race altogether. She cleared the cut time by just 20 seconds. The Pride of Homer now 2 minutes back of her closest rival and 24 behind the leaders. So what happened? Well, she was caught in a crash that proved unavoidable toward the first part of the stage that put her near the back. But that wasn't all she was battling. She posted on Instagram after the race saying, quote, "I prepared for this tour so well. 2 weeks ago, I finally felt as fit as last season, but then I got brutally sick for 10 days. before the start and have been fighting every day to stay in the race as long as I can. She went on to say it's hard to show up when you feel terrible, let alone on international TV. Certainly not an enviable position to be in, but she says she's set on staying in the race for as long as possible. Our sports team will keep you updated on whether she can storm back through the field in the coming days. Coming up, terrifying moments for passengers and crew aboard an American Airlines flight. Chaos erupted just before the plane was set to take off, leading to the sudden evacuation of everyone on board. Details on the latest scare for the flying public.
Sunshine remains in the forecast for your Monday, but rain showers will gradually build in through the middle of the week. I'll have more on that. But first, sunrise, 5:23 in Anchorage, 6:14 in Bethel. Your full forecast is next.
Welcome back on this Monday morning. Look at there. 3 bears up and at 'em this morning at Brooks Falls, Aaron.
You know what they say, the early bird catches the worm, or I guess in their case, they catch the salmon. And hopefully they've been enjoying some of that nicer weather we've been seeing gripping southern parts of the coastline. You may have noticed through the weekend, we did see that sunshine return and temperatures warmed quite nicely into the upper 60s and some 70s. And you can see the past couple of days, about over the past 5 days, we have managed to warm into the 70s 3 times. That makes our the 6th day that we've seen those temperatures warm into the 70s this month, which is right on par for what we typically see for the month of July. Notice how warmer we have been when it comes to the 70-degree days compared to last year. Last year, we only saw 2 days in the month of July where we managed to warm into the 70s. And we'll see another decent shot later this afternoon. There's our ridge of high pressure out towards the Bering Sea still with us, and we've got some upper-level disturbances sweeping through parts of the interior. That will keep some rain showers with us through at least the middle of the week before drier conditions return, as well as some warmer conditions for Fairbanks by the middle to the end of this week. So for at least the next couple of days, we will favor some rain showers for the interior. Meanwhile, here across South Central, largely dry today. We will see a gradual increase in some cloud coverage through the evening hours. And then as we wake up tomorrow morning, we'll begin to see those mostly cloudy skies. And then a gradual return to some showers will be possible as we head throughout the day Tuesday. Really expecting most of that rain to stay to our north, but we will see some showery weather as we welcome in our Tuesday, more so into the afternoon and evening hours. And then you can see that activity steadily increasing, likely holding on to a good chunk of the day Wednesday, where we'll see some rain in the forecast. Not as widespread as what we dealt with Friday, but we will see that gradual increase in rain showers Tuesday into Wednesday. For today, largely on the dry side, but extreme northern parts of the Susitna Valley may see some light rain showers throughout the evening, afternoon and evening hours. And then we'll see the rest of South Central gradually tap into that rainfall potential Tuesday night into Wednesday. And you can see the potential where we could see a few hundredths of an inch to nearly 3/10 of an inch of rain looking possible. So we will see that rain steadily increasing. For today, though, we do warm quite nicely. Another day with those temperatures warming into the 60s and the 70s. We may even see some mid-70s in the forecast. We'll go 72 degrees here in Anchorage, 68 degrees in Fairbanks, 63 in McGrath. Warming quite nicely out towards southeast with those temperatures in the 70s. And while cloud coverage remains out west, we're largely on the dry side with those temperatures sitting in the 50s and the 60s. So outside of some spot showers for southeast, it's going to be a gorgeous day with those temperatures warming into the 70s throughout the afternoon hours. We've got plentiful sunshine across South Central. Now some coastal winds out towards Seward to be expected with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. You can see 60s and 70s through Prince William Sound. That should say, I believe, 78 degrees for Golconda. I will correct that. My apologies there. Low to mid-70s through the valley with some clouds to the north. So Talkeetna as well as Willow, you'll likely see those cloud coverage increasing later this afternoon into the evening. While Anchorage out towards Girdwood, we'll see those temperatures warming into the low to mid-70s. There's that chance for some showers increasing through the middle of the week. We will see slightly cooler conditions by Wednesday at 64 degrees, but Kristen, by Thursday on through the first part of next week, we'll see another shot with those temperatures warming into the upper 60s.
All right. Thanks, Aaron. Scary moments for passengers on an American Airlines flight out of Denver forced to slide off of the plane, surrounded by smoke on the runway. George Solis has more from those on board when it happened.
Terror on the runway at Denver International Airport.
I just
was briefed that there is a plane on fire.
Video shows fire and smoke billowing from under this American Airlines plane as 173 passengers and 6 crew on board were forced to evacuate using the aircraft's emergency slides on Saturday. Watch as one passenger falls. Another man with luggage in hand appearing to slip with a child.
You okay?
All as alarms blare on the runway. Another video capturing what appears to be a tire coming apart from the plane and rolling away. Flight 3023 was scheduled to depart from Denver, bound for Miami. The airline saying the combination of blown tires and the deceleration of the aircraft resulted in a minor isolated brake fire.
Somebody screamed, fire, burn.
Passenger Mark Circus recorded this video of passengers running.
When did it become real for you?
Well, when I heard the boom, I knew something was wrong. It was a loud noise from under a plane. I knew something serious just happened.
Circus says the aircraft was speeding up prior to takeoff and that the pilot reacted quickly.
As soon as I heard the boom, he started braking because we were speeding up at the moment.
American Airlines saying one passenger was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. The FAA says they're investigating.
For any airline passenger, this reminder from the Department of Transportation: during evacuations, follow crew instructions and leave your luggage behind.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcasts from Alaska's news source automatically and stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.